So why is classical literature so important? Multiple studies and years of experience tell us that through classical literature, students learn to express themselves. They develop analytical thinking and vocabulary, and students who read fiction develop a love for reading and become better readers in that process. But states can add to the standards, right? States were allowed to supplement the Common Core standards with an additional 15% of state-specific standards. As a follow-up to the May 2010 standards comparison study, the Connecticut State Department of Education content specialists reconvened a core group of the ELA and math comparison study teams in November of 2010 to review the Connecticut standards that did not match the Common Core standards. The group spent a day reviewing all unmatched standards to determine whether any should be considered for part of the additional 15% option. The state of Connecticut would not add state-specific standards for ELA and mathematics, and that can be found on the flexibility waiver. So what does this mean for the future? Common Core standards are not just for math and ELA. Common Core standards for science are in the process of being written and are projected for release in the next year or two. Common Core standards for social studies are also projected to be released in 2017. So this is just the beginning. This leads me into the testing. Common Core is a set of standards, not a curriculum, right? April 8th of 2012, at Milner School in Hartford, Governor Malloy was quoted by the Hartford Courant stating, "I'll settle for teaching to the test if it means raising test scores." I have a little video. It's Bill Gates at the National Conference of State Legislators. Again, it's very short, but you will hear Bill Gates himself speak about Common Core's need to align all curriculum and tests together.
In terms of standards, the state-led Common Core State Standards Initiative is developing clear, rigorous standards that will match the best in the world. Last month, 46 governors and chief state school officers made a public commitment to embrace those standards. This is encouraging, but identifying common standards is just the starting point. We'll only know if this effort has succeeded when the curriculum and tests are aligned to these standards. Secretary Arne Duncan recently announced that $350 million of the stimulus package will be used to create just these kinds of tests. Next generation assessments aligned to the Common Core. When the tests are aligned to the common standards, the curriculum will line up as well. And it will unleash a powerful market of people providing services for better teaching. For the first time, there'll be a large uniform base of customers looking at using products that can help every kid learn and every teacher get better. Imagine having people who create great online video games applying their intelligence to online tools that pull kids in and make algebra and other subjects fun.
Okay, that leads us into the testing. There are two next generation assessment consortia, HARP and SBAC, or the Smarter Balanced. Connecticut is part of the Smarter Balanced consortia. Connecticut signed a memorandum of understanding with SBAC, Smarter Balance, in June of 2010. Membership conditions included adopting the Common Core standards, administration of the not yet at the time developed tests by 2014-2015, establish comparable scores across all consortia states, provide achievement and growth information that can be used for teacher and principal evaluations, and administration of tests online. So there were originally 29 states that were part of the Smarter Balance Consortia. However, we have Alabama, Alaska, Kansas, Utah, and Georgia withdrawing from the Smarter Balance Consortia. We have North Carolina, who has delayed SBAC for 2 years. We have Pennsylvania, who opted out of using it and is going to use its own test. And Iowa has drafted a bill to opt out of the SBAC as well. With all of these states dropping out, it raises the question, why? What are we missing?